8-point lift, and is it a replacement for a surgical facelift? Well, nothing quite equates to a surgical outcome. However, here at Glow Theory, we're always seeking the best non-surgical outcomes. When it comes to an 8-point lift, we are looking for lifting vectors. So there are lifting vectors in the face that we know, when strategically placed in certain areas, helps to support the skin, and it gives a bit of a lifted look. Also, it helps with light reflection, taking away bad light and giving better light reflection and correction to certain areas. There are strategic areas of the face that we know from many studies in scientific journals that they do help, one, with longevity, and two, help lift certain areas of the face. For example, a common area people complain about when coming to seek aesthetics services is many people will complain about the nasolabial folds or these type of smile lines here. Oftentimes, it's the problem of losing mid-face volume. So this is the problem, and this is the symptom. So therefore, addressing the problem helps to lift the areas and give a more seamless transition. With the 8-point lift, we're using just small little aliquots of filler spread across the face from the temples to the jawline area, and it just gives a more seamless and more natural approach when we are looking at the face holistically rather than a specific area. People must actually meet criteria in order to treat each area. So it's just no different than any other medicine. You must meet criteria. We don't treat an area unless criteria is met, and if you are a medical candidate for placement in that area and the treatment overall. When it comes to maintaining 8-point lift with filler, it really is dependent on how volume depleted you are and how much product we start with. However, when we're doing the recommended amount of product, we usually recommend that we check in with you about every 9 to 12 months thereafter to see if little areas of improvement can be improved upon. This is something that when you're seeing me for Botox 3 to 4 times a year, we're usually assessing and kind of chatting about this. However, when we treat an area a second time, 9 or maybe 12 months later, now we're compounding on our filler. Compounding on our filler means it's going to last longer. We grow a little collagen out of our filler every time it's placed, but once it's placed twice in an area, it will last a little longer, and therefore your third treatment potentially may be even longer than when it was to your second treatment, and therefore your results will last longer. We'll also probably be able to get away with less product when we are doing follow-up treatments. If you are waiting too long between your very initial 8-point lift, such as maybe a year and a half to 2 years, we might have to start over with the same amount of product, and therefore it can be more costly. We're always trying to make sure that we are being very frugal with how much filler we're putting in the face, as well as budgeting. This will save you money when you are doing follow-ups.